Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to Docu-Commentary, where two comedians leave a commentary track for you to listen to along with some of your favorite documentaries. Now, the hosts of this show include myself, Travis Nelson, but
Chase Myers here.
Yeah, he's over there laying on a futon. What's up, Chase?
Laying on a futon, man. There's no better way to watch a documentary than laying on I don't know if it's the best way to podcast, but it is for sure the best way to watch a documentary.
Yeah, no, this is a long time. The approach we've taken to this is relaxed. We both ate a chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
I took a nap right before this. We actually, this episode we were gonna do Sasquatch, the series on Hulu, but we didn't realize
it was a series. All documentaries are series now.
It's killing me. Just make it into a one movie.
Make it a movie.
I need to be able to sit down and watch. Just cut it down to 90 minutes for me. I know you can. I know it can be done. I've seen it done.
It used to be done all the time.
Yeah, it used to be a thing. Well. Getting lazy, and their attention spans have increased because of, COVID. So.
So we're being uppity this week, man. We're on HBO Max. I don't think we've done an HBO Max doc.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, no, this is our first time doing one on HBO Max, which, we'll probably do more. There's a ton of documentaries on HBO Max. This is just, we always stuck to Netflix.
Yeah.
But we're growing up, man. We're not just a couple of Netflix millennials anymore.
That's right.
We get steak and HBO now.
Hey, man, what's the word, baby bird?
Thank you. I was waiting for you to ask me that. The word would be class action park.
It's how it's spelt, okay?
Yeah, no, that was phonetic, what I did. Welcome to Action Park, the notorious 1980s New Jersey water park that long ago entered the realm of myth. Now, Chase, you've watched this before.
I have watched half of this before.
I have not watched this, although I have listened to a podcast about this park.
Yes.
And I didn't know there was a documentary.
Yes.
So I'm very excited for this. And the way this works is I'm going to hit play. Usually there's some kind of buffering or something that happens. So I'll tell you when I hit play, and then I'll tell you when the documentary actually starts, and I will put the exact time in... what is it? The details of the video? Description of the video. Yeah, that's right. You'd think after years of doing this, I would have the lingo down. But the thing about me is I keep it fresh by never remembering it.
That's right. Every day is a surprise. Something new.
I am a walking memento. All right. I have description written on my arm, actually. I should have known that one. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hitting play. And it seems it's buffering a little bit, and it's begun playing. Wait, no, it hasn't. What is happening? Still, there it goes. Start playing.
There it is.
This is the first time doing it on HBO Max. It threw me.
Sometimes HBO Max will mix in like an ad too at the beginning. So
damn it! And we have like new internet too. Should have been faster. Oh well.
Yeah, so this is gonna be fun because it's a dangerous, it's a dangerous park. So I can't imagine these stories in the '80s too, where everything was dangerous.
Mm-hmm. So not only was the park dangerous, but everyone was dangerous too.
Right.
Everyone was on cocaine. They had guns.
But in truth, it was so much more than a water slide park.
Action Park was the Chaos Summer Park.
Very New Jersey.
The Chaos Summer Park.
Alcohol, whistles blowing, people screaming.
Who's blowing whistles?
Running.
You didn't bring a whistle every time you went to the water park? I did it just for safety.
Yeah.
I blow my whistle at people. They loved it.
Yeah, I'm dangerous.
A water slide that held one person that went in a flip.
Who's he interviewing? Dan Levy?
Because that's what it was. We'll be back with more Headbangers Ball coming from Action.
Headbangers Ball.
I remember Headbangers Ball.
I think the very reason people were attracted to Action Park was because they could get hurt. That was the allure of it. I mean, who wants to sit on a Ferris wheel?
I'd rather break my arm.
Death was tolerated.
Death was tolerated.
Right into
It's a weird way to say that.
situation.
Yeah, people are going to die.
My family was injured in that park.
Oh, that's Johnny Knoxville I was talking to.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That makes more sense.
Park. That was
Class action part.
Class action park, the lawyers called it. It starts out with people having
Damn, Johnny named the documentary within the first 5 minutes.
cover-ups have happened. The story hasn't been told truthfully.
Okay,
That's probably the worst thing of all.
Lies.
let's get in there. No, 3 people a day don't die at our park.
Man, imagine just running a park where that happened and you're just like,
And you just keep it open?
guys, it's fine.
It's
People die
fine.
every day at a water park.
Oh, John Hodgman. I like that dude.
Yeah, he'll be a reliable narrator.
In order to truly understand a place like
Yeah,
that,
it's a good voice.
we need to go back to New York in the 1970s.
Explain it to me. I wasn't there.
Tell me about it, MacBook. I remember.
Yeah, we all remember.
Changing.
Oh, no, wait. I guess he was PC, huh? Wasn't it like Justin Long was MacBook? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Talked about it too much already.
A lot of money starts to enter the industry, it is the place to be. And that is part of what creates the environment that makes it perfect for someone like Gene Mulvihill.
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 Gene Mulvihill was Wall Street in the 1970s. He was Gordon Gekko before there was a Gordon Gekko.
You watch your mouth.
He's this mix of P.T. Barnum, Donald Trump.
Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah, already hating him.
Gene ran a brokerage
Just the type of dude that just ran shit in the 80s.
Yeah.
at the sale
I guess 70s they're talking about there.
office, while the champagne bottles cracked open.
Every sale.
This was the era of the
We pop champagne on every sale.
penny stocks.
Penny stock scams are when salesmen take worthless stocks and trick unsuspecting investors into buying them.
What is this crap? Enters Robert Brennan. Fraudster.
Whoa.
Penny stock.
What's up, Jason Scott? Made some bold choices on your outfit, huh?
Gets his start as a salesman at Mayflower Securities, working for Gene, and within a few years, he's the president of the company.
That easy.
In Brennan's leadership, it wasn't long before Mayflower got suspended by the SEC for doing what the New York Times referred to as selling worthless securities in a bankrupt electronics company. Gene was effectively kicked off of Wall Street. So he did
Of course.
buy up 2 ski resorts in Vernon, New Jersey. Great Gorge and Vernon Valley.
Okay.
Oh, let's put some water slides on here and hurt some people.
New York City, Vernon Township occupies 67.9 square miles of prime land. With a population of better than 20,000 people,
You know what's crazy is
Vernon is way on to State Park, and
that guy I know who hit me up saying he was gonna make 50 theme parks.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah,
I
there's a
remember when-
guy who hit me up.
You have guys like that in your life.
Yeah. The whole time he was saying that, I kept thinking about this story.
How could you not? He'd be lucky if he got it like to that.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed to know each other. It was like this little idyllic small town.
Whoa. Hello.
Yeah, look at this small town.
I love growing up in a small town myself. Naked ladies.
In the early 70s, none other than Hugh Hefner
I don't understand Hugh Hefner.
in the hills.
Yeah. You don't understand his drive or what he was? Or
I don't understand what he was. I don't understand how you get so famous.
And he wanted to build.
I guess I don't know. It's just crazy that you could just have a house with just naked women walking around all the time.
I just feel like people asked less questions back then.
And that's just who you are for 60 years.
Yeah.
Of the Playboy Club took things to a whole new level.
Every weekend there was some
Yeah, the thing about me is I have naked ladies around
would come to sing or
nonstop
used to come.
because I print a magazine with naked ladies on it.
Vernon was absolutely poised to be the next Orlando, even Vegas.
You watch your mouth. Y'all just saying whatever you want on here, huh?
Do you remember that reality show Hugh Hefner had in like the 2000s?
Yeah, with all of his girlfriends.
Yeah. What was it called?
Short ski season
Hugh Hefner and all of his girlfriends.
Yeah, like Playboy
Yeah.
Bunnies or whatever. I remember that vividly.
as to construct the world's largest snowman.
I remember watching it and just trying to figure out, like, what happens? What is... No, it's
So
just...
The thing with Gene's ski resort is there were summer months. He had downtime. So what do? Well, Gene started building rides.
So he was looking for something to do in the summer. He got the idea of starting an amusement park. He wanted to kind of take the idea of where you get on your skis and you go down and you control how fast and where you go to the amusement park.
And we reflect on the sounds and sights of children's joy at Action Park.
Wait, did he invent water parks?
No.
Oh, he was just like...
He was trying to do like new rides and like new types of slides and stuff.
Gene turned to his old buddy Bob Grimm, always there to find cash or investors. Anytime
We got one clip of Bob.
Hey, it's a good clip.
Compete with Orlando.
Yeah, there's a helicopter involved.
Yeah, he
Use
looks
that
nice.
clip.
He's dressed sharp.
enough people were sold on the vision, and things started to take off.
Action Park was one of the very first modern water parks in the country, in the world. Nobody knew what a water park really
All right. Okay, so it was early to it.
build it higher, make it faster, do something that nobody's ever seen before. That was what
There's a really cool one in Baton Rouge called Blue Bayou.
Designing it on the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
growing ideas of the
I used to go there all the time. Like most of my summers are there.
Yeah, we got Wild Waves.
Yeah, Wild Waves ain't got shit on Blue Bayou. I've seen it.
Action Park was born.
Ooh, I love a good jingle. There's not enough jingles anymore, man.
I hope they updated the jingle to be like, your leg might break, but it's fucking cool.
Live a little, you pussy.
Action Park, if you can handle it.
it was always a little manic. Everyone just kind of on the edge of their seat, just all jacked up about the excitement that was.
Also cocaine.
Like older teenagers would take you. So that right there is already dangerous because they're just going to make you do things that they as 17 and 18-year-olds feel comfortable doing.
I remember my
What? What was that? Teenagers would just take you?
we got lucky because there was this family
What's up, Chris Gathard?
Yeah.
and their dad brought them to Action Park. My parents were like on someone else's office and these kids, classic ages, children of divorce, they don't live with their dad, and my parents knew we can't say no. We can't say no. Where I remember my parents both on my way out the door being like, please be smart. Like, please be really careful and use your restroom.
We can't stop you from going to the park that kills people, but
Action Park was divided into three main sections. It had Alpine Center, home of the Alpine Slide, Waterworld, filled with fantastical water slides,
Love it.
and Motorworld, an area dedicated to exhaust spewing engines and go-karts. And of course, splitting the park down the middle,
was never much of a go-kart kid growing up.
Me either. I was a water park kid, though.
Yeah, me too. I loved water parks till I realized how gross they were.
Yeah, I just let that go.
Yeah, now there's a lot of body fluid there.
Cannonball Loop was an enclosed
Yeah, I can't believe that works. Or I'm guessing it doesn't always.
Yeah, there's no way.
that you would ride down the
I imagine that has a lot of injuries.
Has to.
loop. And you looked at the thing, and it looked like it was something out of like a Bugs Bunny or a Roadrunner cartoon.
Yeah, because the water's not gonna...
Yeah, there's our lie.
What?
Lunatic clearly just was like, build me a slide that's like that. And then they didn't consult anybody who had a background in engineering.
So the story is they build a loop and they throw some
Test dummies.
Of course.
head, missing arms. Okay, let's tinker with things. Change the height, change the angle, change the water pressure. Next step, let's put some humans in this thing. Who we got? How about these teenage employees?
Yeah.
Gene's just waving $100 bills in the air.
Hey, you idiots.
Teenager gutsy enough. Now this thing will get one. $100, that's real money.
I'm $100 richer because Uncle Gene, we always call him Uncle Gene,
He made you.
for an employee to test the cannonball. And I can remember looking, staring down into this black tube and looking at the loop and being like, there's no way that I would go.
I love they found those guys.
Yeah, that is really cool.
All you see is pitch black.
Yeah.
there's the water flow at the top of it.
That's what's terrifying, too, is you get stuck and you can't see.
Water to get, it's a water slide.
Yeah, for real. When you don't make it, now you got to climb back. Like, how you going to climb back up that fucking...
Yeah, and what if you can't figure out
It's
which way?
water. Yeah.
Supposed to go down feet first
it just takes you. All of a sudden, you're going really, really fast.
You have to.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrifying.
You got to go. You can't go slow on that.
Feel your feet go up. And then as I go up, you kind of lose contact.
Would you just hit your face?
It just kind of, you just gravity just takes you.
Feels like you'd hit your face on the top.
Hey, flop.
The catch pond, wherever you landed, was way too short. You got to the bottom, and I'm like, shit, I did it. I made it. The loop was fun, and yes, it hurt. You know, going through the loop and having your nuts get smashed on a, you know, a fiberglass tube is not fun.
Yeah.
You know, the jeans down there and he hands you $100. First couple
Good job. Go smash them nuts some more, kid.
and that was before they put sufficient padding in the top. There's a little bit. So they took a couple other people down, and when those people came down, they came down with lacerations. They couldn't figure it out.
I love the animation.
Yeah, that was a great anime.
Giant loop. Then they took the loop apart and they found teeth stuck in the padding from the first couple people that went down the slide.
Hey, I got your teeth.
And these other people were just going up and ripping into it.
Wow.
I'm sorry, did my teeth
Secondhand bites.
Yeah, did it rip open your knee?
Let me put it this way. There's two places that you can experience 9Gs as a civilian. One is the backseat of an F-14, and the other one is an action park.
Set your line.
Cannonball loop if you were too small.
Yeah, you can tell. He said that for a lot of years.
Too big, you'd get stuck. Too small, you wouldn't get up enough momentum.
See, as a very large person, I was always very wary of stuff like this. There's always a you must be at least this tall. There's never a you can't be taller than this, and then I
Right.
was maybe nervous on rides.
It was one of the things that you know, kind of heard whispers about. So right away you walk in, you're like, well, that's real.
This shit is real. It got serious.
Cannonball Falls.
It's a blood river over there coming out of that slide.
Down the water is not discernible from the top. Is that at some point you come around the corner, there's this big black tunnel. You feel like all of a sudden you're just going faster as well. And I'll never forget. I'm going on the water slide. I enter the tunnel and you just hear people, oh no! So you're like, what's going on here?
And then you see this little piece of light at the bottom of the tunnel, and then you just get shot out, and you just be there in the air.
And I'm not kidding when I say you're at minimum 10 feet in the air. It shoots you out the side of a mountain, and you're just like in the sky. You think you're getting on a water slide, and the next thing you know, you're in the fucking sky, man.
Water, there was a few seconds where you'd be like, I'll fucking die. What am I doing? And you just look around, and then gravity will take you down into the water.
And you're an ice
Water.
17 feet deep. So people were
17 feet deep.
for being unable to swim.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it has to be that deep, but
Nothing in the world like action park.
I'm dying.
The rides that got built at Action Park would often come to Gene from people who just had a wild
Man, I got a buddy he needs to talk to.
I like it. Hey, come up, pitch a slide. We got a loop-de-loop one already.
I would love to pitch a slide.
by people without engineering degrees. And I would certainly want
My pitch would start with one word, Chase.
Let's hear it.
Hidden knives. This is 2 words.
guys would literally track Gene down at amusement industry conventions.
You can tell these guys went and get bumps and coats, and just fucking, would you feel a slide?
I don't know what you mean.
You know, I'm out there, shit, I mean, bitch, when I get in the fucking air, like, you just couldn't trust anything.
Come to us, and no matter what the idea was, my father would try it. And then when things
I like that his only interviews from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
changed them drastically,
And you can tell by his energy that he's just always had money.
Yeah.
Was none other than Gene himself. After the signs came in, he would almost always tinker with them during construction, making them bigger, badder, more extreme. And the Cannonball Loop, its design actually came about when Gene drew a circle on a cocktail.
Of
I
course.
mean, it came about from just childhood. We know
Yeah.
we've all had that idea. We've all had Hot Wheel tracks.
You asked 14-year-old Travis to design a water slide. It would have been that.
Yeah.
was not fit for a safe ride by the average person in public.
one of those rides was the Man in the Ball
Oh, what is this?
What? Man in the ball and the ball.
with ball bearings inside it with another ball, and you would open
That's right, 2 balls.
the ball to go down the mountain. And
We push you down this fucking mountain.
What? Just PVC?
It's a great idea. You can see how someone would think that'd be a lot of fun, and I think it might work and be relatively safe. It turned out there were limitations.
I feel like
You're
we're
the
about to
park
learn about
president, bro.
limitations.
I mean, it's so big and so heavy and so unwieldy that there's no way it's going to stay at any kind of track.
The day that we were going to put a live man in it, it got really hot, and we didn't realize the PVC expanded. So when we put the
Wow.
Good thing to know.
and tested to go down,
Good luck, bud.
the ride just fell apart, and the guy ended up going down the ski
Oh my God.
into the swamp down below. It's unbelievable.
Did he live?
Just pushed him through the fucking down a mountain, through the interstate, into a swamp. Is that what I just heard?
We built this and we tested several versions of
Put your children on it.
sending employees off of it, and it was working perfect.
But unfortunately, after dozens of successful test flights, one went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
This one kid went down, and I don't know
Don't you blame that kid.
The thing about the kid was he fucked up.
He's going way too fast.
way high in the
Yeah, and just died.
he missed the landing.
Oof.
He backboarded off of the ride. He's gone on to lead a normal life, but he was
That's a tough sentence to put. He's gone on to lead a normal life.
Look, his ass is technically over his head at all times. But
Stories, they tell me you go over 60 miles an hour. So tell me, any preparations as we're about to embark on the speed slide? Yeah, preparation A.
I'm ready to die.
There was a canopy around the first 20
Super speed slide. Let's go.
bounce you back in. You had a bar you had to hold on to and lower yourself to vertical.
And you just drop. And you've got to be free falling for a few seconds, and then you actually make contact with the water slide, and you go down.
It's a pretty intense one like that at Blue Bayou too. Probably not as dumb as theirs, but
What did you think about the speed slide? Feeling kind of juicy right now. It puts more fluids through your system.
is that the juicy thing?
I'd say my fingers puckered.
I think the super speed slide is the a lot of people.
boy, my butthole. Just
Got a lot of water in it.
seemed like the 80s, the 70s and 80s were a lot about ways for guys to have their buttholes interfered with.
Yeah, they weren't used to it. They weren't as open as as we are nowadays. to
Yeah.
Butthole stuff back then. It was dirty.
Yeah, every millennial comic now will talk about licking butthole, but back then it was just, I mean, they did this instead.
Yeah, lick a
Just-
butthole. Calm down.
They just went down slides with their butt cheeks spread, just hoping some water would get up in there.
Oh, of course.
So if you don't bring your own flip-flops,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that too. They Blue Bayou had that for a little while.
notorious helmet,
Chop meat feet. I know that.
limping around,
I've never heard it called that. I definitely know what it is, but
There's a water park in Chelan, Washington, and my family used to go out to Chelan for vacations with like all my extended family when I was a kid. On summers, we'd go out for like a couple days or a week or whatever, and they had a water park there.
they would face
And it wasn't concrete. It was just like, you know how sometimes concrete just has a bunch of tiny little rocks in it?
yeah.
Yeah,
of
it was
course.
like that. So my feet would just be
Oh,
ripped.
just ate up. Yeah.
Yeah.
look at that thing, no fucking way. No way. That just looks like a thing when you get your fucking toes or your balls get caught in those.
See, we had a slide similar to that too.
This thing, that was my instinct.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone on that either.
Culture, the atmosphere is most summed up by Tarzan's. Everybody wanted to go on the Tarzan swing. That was like number one childhood.
Really?
At all. Go on the Tarzan swing.
Why's that?
And the idea was that you would, swing and release. The problem was people couldn't hold their body weight.
Of course not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't have upper body strength back then. I don't have it now.
Face plant from 10, 12 feet up into the water.
Yeah, it's just immediately fall.
People would think on a 90-degree day that they were going to be jumping into pool water. No. That's a spring-fed stream held native trout in it. It's cold. actually forget how to swim.
Amazing.
Tarzan swing was cool because there was kind of like an observation deck. And that's what
I like how just no part of this park is pleasant.
You might have
Nah.
probably over 75, 100 people at given times that could all see you as you went. Go to do it, you're waving, you flip off, you like keep the back of your head on the water. No lifeguard to jump in.
So you don't swing to like another. So you just it's just one big. Throw yourself in there.
You have like 150 people from New Jersey just being like, pussy, you fucking say,
Oh yeah, there's.
fucking white out, pussy. And that's like when it's at its classic. It was like, you fucking pussy, just do it. This is Jersey.
oh, you fucking suck. Start swimming. See, I mean, it was just, it was a very demeaning place.
Yeah, it seems like that was the point.
It was a very demeaning place.
Felix got hurt every day.
Pussy at this injured bleeding person. Nobody did that.
They always tell people no inverted jumps, no upsetting things. People would go up, do backflips.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
So you got the people who like swing on the Tarzan swing, like throw up their middle finger, and everybody's fucking. Or people like taking their dick and balls out.
Bikinis would go. They hit the water, then of course the bikini top services before the girl baths. And you get the big round of
Yeah, honestly, that feels like a big reason why this park was important. Was just it was a way for young men to go and accidentally see girls lose their tops.
Yeah, man. Everybody's just walking around naked. So that's where you want to be.
what happens when you take a bunch of riled up teenagers, a bunch of alcohol, a bunch of dangerous rides, and you put them into a place where there are no rules.
Should be some rules, guys.
Probably a lot of vomit.
The park was run by as the second you turned 14, you got your working papers, and then you went to
Yeah, this is. I mean, Blue Bayou's like that too.
It's like, oh, you've been here for 2 years. Here's a radio. You're in charge. And 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids with no product management experience whatsoever, literally managing a third of the park.
Hilarious.
Became a rite of passage.
How could it not?
It wouldn't be uncommon to use a new recruit as a victim in a drowning.
You drown the new guy?
Pull you over and put them on a backboard, strap them down real tight while in the water, and just leave them be. There are certainly things that happen in action.
Are you telling me about a murder?
About. We lived through it, we regretted some of the things we did, but we don't talk about it. Probably
We lived through it.
3 months and then they moved me up to a supervisor and then assistant and then eventually if you stayed there long enough and you had anything going
You became the owner.
you're director of security, so it's not as impressive as it sounded. Somehow I ended up in the kitchen, like all the bread products, everything was set. Everything was actually what they would do is they would put this big pot of water on and put like the colander over the water and then put the hot dog buns in the colander and cover it with a towel and in 5 minutes you have moist hot dog buns. Damn, how did we not kill people?
You did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people died.
Literally imagine teenagers you know right now opening their music park. That's what it
I think they would have done a better job. Teenagers I know right now. They've gotten smarter.
They get as many hours as you wanted, but the action park didn't care about like labor laws. It was like
Yeah, clearly.
I just worked 46 hours. Yeah, I'm 16. According to New Jersey law, employees have to be 18 years old in order to operate rides. According to local newspapers, kids as young as 14 were in fact working.
Yeah.
So I'm sure their priorities were on like
Hey, man, dude got kicked off of Wall Street, owns this place, so.
He's just walking around like, hey, kids, don't forget to fuck each other. You're young.
Put your backpacks and you kept your water. People would go in the shed, smoke weed, and have sex.
Yeah.
That's what they would do in the shed.
That's what the boss says to do. Uncle Gene says, go fuck in that shed.
It was always like 95,000 degrees in that thing, and it always stunk like dirty backpacks, feet, weed, and just ball sweat.
there are definitely people who worked at Action Park who have stories that that's the first time they fingered and workout food. Like good and out fingering on 100 hours out of it. There's a child who was conceived at Action Park, right? There's some kid who's like, his name's Adam Peter because his initials are AP because he got conceived down behind the bumper bus. Hot summer heat.
You don't gotta lie.
There's no need to lie now.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. No, I heard, but I never knew.
The Action Park employee parties became the stuff of New Jersey legend.
We would save all the money we found in the pools over the course of the summer. And at the end of the summer, one huge all-night bash right up to Motorworld.
Okay, that does sound cool.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, if you're one of these teenagers like working there, that sounds amazing.
Amazing.
You get away with stuff like that. Find any place you can find to sleep. On the mats, under the umbrellas, on the picnic tables. Some days we wake up after the come on, I want to lay a party. We put our shorts on, put the whistle around our neck, wind our way to the lifeguard chair as soon as we could.
Of course, leadership comes from the top. And Action Park's free-for-all atmosphere was inspired by Gene Mulvihill's disdain for rules of any kind.
Of course it was.
I hate rules.
Called him Uncle Gene.
Kids, do drugs. That's the fuck shit over there.
I mean, he was always out and around in the park. You know, he was a very personable guy to talk to.
So I go in his office one day for a meeting, and he has a cattle prod. And he goes, Joe, I can't do this anymore. He takes the cattle prod, he puts it to his chest, and he hits the button, and the thing goes, boom! And I get so freaked out, and I'm like,
Are you killing yourself?
he starts laughing hysterically, and at that point, he basically goes, like, what, don't get nervous, it's fake. And then he pitches me an idea. Joe, people sneak on the lift, and they go on the lift without tickets, and we want to make sure they all have tickets. So what I'm going to do
Let's hear it.
is I'm going to get this cattle prod, and I'm going to
What?
we got to get one of those real dirty-looking kids that work down in the train. I'll be working.
Get one of the dirty ones.
Hey, where's your ticket?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a whole.
They don't have it. I'll take the cattle prod.
Yeah. So that way everybody else knows. If you don't have a ticket, I'll fucking kill you.
What?
No, not to come here without a ticket.
Why not?
Excellent
put up a sign?
idea.
That's some idea. While I was out of town, I get a phone call from the person who runs guest services to say we have an issue.
Uncle Gene killed somebody.
Who are very upset because they saw someone who works Lyft today kill someone because they didn't have a Lyft pass.
Hilarious.
I had a friend of mine that worked here for a couple seasons, and he had told me that Gene Mulvihill had a MAC-10 machine gun.
All right.
He was far and away the most unique character I've met in my lifetime. He was big and loud and full of ideas.
Yeah, it just sounds like he was a big idiot.
Ten of those ideas were just so crazy and off the wall that nobody would get near him. And the other 10
He's a big idiot with a lot of money.
and we actually made a lot of those ideas happen.
Welcome to America, baby.
And common on Wall Street. But in this small town, the locals had no idea how to handle it.
Well, they obviously didn't know Gene Mulvihill's personality until they got to know him.
Hey, I got to know him. I hate him.
It turns out he's the worst.
Embraced someone like Gene Mulvihill with open arms, and there were those who hated him because they see him as having destroyed our beautiful, bucolic, sleeping town.
Yeah, it's gonna be the new Vegas.
Yeah, worse than Vegas.
Where people would be afraid that I'm going to destroy the town, flood the town, and put in more rides.
It's just ruining my town with these rides.
I have a right to be afraid of that. But if we're up there, why not just make a new town? Let's do a line down 515, and then we'll come back up
It's a great idea,
Dude,
Gene.
this guy is so coked out.
Why don't they just make a new town if I don't like my rides?
Tell you what, you make a new town.
A man could wear a suit in 90-degree heat. I have no idea how he did that. He just was a cool dude.
I think he was a piece of
You're a child, yeah.
Of course he was a piece of shit.
Park's growing reputation posed an important question. What insurance company would dare cover this?
Oh, there's no insurance.
Gene didn't believe in the concept of insurance. He thought if you got hurt, you should be responsible. He shouldn't have to pay an insurance company. However, he needed insurance to stay in business. It was part of the terms of his lease. So he had a workaround.
He created his own fake insurance company based in the Cayman Islands. Its name? The very real and very legitimate sounding London and World Assurance.
London and World.
Very, very homemade. They looked like they would end up in a basement. The letterhead was not official. Might as well have been on napkins.
Gene was, if nothing else, efficient with his schemes.
Ooh, a schemer, huh? Maybe I'll warm up to him.
To avoid paying for insurance, it also became a vessel for him to launder money.
There we go.
There it is.
We can't do that. And he said, well, why can't we do that? And I said, because the state says we can't do that. And he goes, well, who the hell are they? They can't shut us down. And I said, well, actually, yes. Yes, they can.
Just the entitlement of like,
I can do whatever I want.
no one could stop me. I'm invincible. He just flexes out of his suit and starts running away.
Today refused to testify before the state commission on investigation. Gene Mulder did not appear, citing client privilege.
The outcome? Gene pled guilty to counts of fraud, theft,
Yeah, super guilty.
We all knew that was coming.
which is partially on the state license. But to Gene, that was okay. So he came up with yet another
Who's gonna take it from me? A judge?
stop paying bills and filing paperwork. He basically did everything he could to antagonize his landlord's state.
The SCI accusing Vernon Valley of, quote, arrogantly violating its agreement with the state police land for the ski resort. Vernon Valley allegedly diverted funds to avoid paying the state several $100,000 rent. The SCI
Yeah.
supposed Vernon Valley created a phony insurance company to avoid paying taxes and changed the terrain of the ski resort without obtaining permission.
And it worked. New Jersey got so fed up with Gene that they decided to sell him the land for just over $800,000, just to get him off their backs. Gene was freed from the pesky state of New Jersey. And so, Action Park continued
Imagine being too much for New Jersey.
Yeah.
cash for a new ride. His buddy Bob Brennan was waiting in the wings to support Gene's wild ideas.
Where's the helicopter?
Succeeds when you have an excellent facility run by extraordinary people.
Are they extraordinary?
Or do you just have enough money?
Are they 15?
Yeah.
But things really started to take off when Gene started running TV ads
Yeah, baby.
and starring the park's teenage employees.
You can go to Action Park, there's no other park like it.
When it's hot out, this is a great place to spend the day with your family.
Your butthole's never felt anything like it.
A lot of Gene's ride ideas took inspiration from natural settings and environments that he grew up playing in. His thinking was, if kids couldn't make it to real nature, he'd create the next best thing.
By tearing up this nature and
He let 6-year-old
putting fake shit on it.
What?
What a fun ride.
I did that kind of shit growing up, though.
Yeah.
They also had a slide. You could slide off of the same cliff into that water.
The slide version of the quick time, I think, was also really good for people who wanted to treat it like a ride mentally and didn't want to know the feeling of committing suicide.
I remember being on the diving cliff, looking down and scared out of my life. And to add to that, there were people right down below, and they had no idea you were about to jump.
Oh my god.
If you just wanted to chill out for a minute, all the action parks, you could just hang out there. You could be minding your own business and something. So it was not actually a chill out area at all. You could do it safely, but people didn't.
Well, 'cause
Technically, you could do it
yeah, I didn't
safely.
have anybody there to fucking keep it in line.
across your arm goes to your chest, but people didn't listen, and they would land on the water like this, and their arms would get thrown up, and they'd dislocate their shoulders.
Yeah.
You see somebody coming out of the water, and one shoulder
Ah!
than the other one, and their arm would just be like hanging. The floor of the pool below the cliff was eventually painted white to make it easier for lifeguards to spot any bodies.
Oh my god. I'm just waiting for like a death toll.
It's coming. They're trying to do all the fun stuff early, but eventually.
Yeah.
On the mountain was to have guests jump off a cliff before the map would catch them. This idea was abandoned due to space limitations.
Staff members started building up the jump by sliding the mats underneath, making it bigger and bigger and bigger.
There's one. Oh, man. Yeah, he can't walk no more.
You're a champion, sir.
Designed to mimic the experience of a mountain swimming pool.
I remember this guy coming up behind me. He hit my tube right before the tunnel, and I went off to the side and I slammed my head into the center of this tube that you were meant to go through.
Some of the padding had got torn away and exposed a bolt.
Oh, no.
One of the guests came
Of course.
They impaled on the bolt and it tore a nice gash through the midsection.
Jesus.
Yeah, it tore a nice gash through their midsection.
They spent their time twisting their whistles and then just go.
Right.
Yeah, because they're 15.
A lot of the time, those tubes would bunch up. And then what happens when you get to the bottom and you have to squeeze into a particular area? People were crashing into each other, slamming on top of each other. One person would be in the water, the next person coming down would then dump the next person, go under. And if you couldn't swim well, yikes.
CFS stood for Can't Fucking Swim. Security guys, lifeguards, they carried Charlies. Action Park gave out daily wristbands, and they would write CFS on the wristband. If someone had CFS on their wristband, that means they probably had gotten saved already at some point in the day. And it was a warning to other people, like, if CFS was on your wristband and you knew you couldn't swim, what the hell are you doing jumping off a 20-foot cliff and into cool water?
Yeah, when I put this on your wrist, it means you're going to die today.
It's like a toe tag, but it's your wrist.
We should talk about that other ride that's right there. Colorado River Ride. Holy shit.
Let's talk about it.
I will say, everybody talks about Tarzan cliff dive, and the ball Colorado River Ride may have been the most underrated, dangerous ride.
Really?
Load in, and they would just let the laws of physics take over from there, which sometimes meant that you would fly really fast, and also sometimes meant that you would get stuck at certain points of the ride that they hadn't designed all that well. Get punted by another tube.
That thing was just a fucking whiplash machine. You're going up on the side, your breath is getting stuck on the wall. You have to all team up and push off the wall, and now you're going backwards. Clearly not. There's no
The Colorado River Ride actually began life as a lazy river ride. But during the
But that's not action part.
No, man, it's not action.
simulation of Class 4 rapid,
Jeez.
early test pilots reportedly came out unconscious,
What?
forcing him to turn down the ride's intensity.
There was one section where tubes tended to go right up an embankment, and everyone was looking at it expectantly, waiting for them to fly over the side. You would hear people audibly go, oh, when they didn't actually fall to their doom.
We're holding on, getting slammed into stuff, things getting stuck, and you have to kind of stick our own legs up.
Man.
And then we go past a lifeguard chair that, you guessed it, is empty. Nobody there, keeping an eye on anything.
Yeah, because why would there be?
Construction process.
And he said, look, when you go down the Colorado River in a raft, there's not some guy in a lifeguard shirt pushing the raft.
Yeah, that's not where we are.
Look, Gene, this is not the Colorado River, it's a water park.
It's like in the wild. You could die.
It's a place of business, Gene.
Bumping into each other, and then people would get out and just start having at it. Some of the worst fights we had
Oh yeah, I bet.
in the Colorado River Ride punching each other. It was just dumb. You would be like, really? Why here? There's more in the pool. There's more in the pool. Action Park was like the movie The Purge. Thousands of kids with pent-up aggression and a healthy dose of alcohol were given a space where they could do whatever they wanted.
You know when you were at pool parties or things and you were
Just imagining just loose mountain lions running around the park. He's just letting animals loose.
and you're always, you're kind of on board for it, but then at one point you're like, I gotta pull out at this point. This is where it's getting too dangerous. It was all those kids in one park with no rules. There were no rules, and for a lot of kids, that was heaven.
Action Park was basically the only water park within the New York City area. And it was a place that filled a void for people who weren't spending their summer vacation at a beach house. They weren't going to Cape Cod. They weren't going to Florida. They were going to Action Park. And I think because of that, it might have attracted a more, say, working class clientele.
It's in Jersey.
Hell yeah, it's for the people to die.
The more news reports warn people about Action Park's potential dangers,
Yeah,
Hazardous?
Yeah, don't put a question mark. We know.
it became a self-fulfilling prophecy. In a world filled with people telling you no, Action Park became known as the land of yes.
Get drunk, kids.
I worked the front of the lot to let people know the lot was full. And what would happen is people would come to try to get in the lot after it's full. And one of the ways they would try to get in is they'd say, "Hey, I'm from New York City." And I don't know what they meant by that. They didn't realize that everyone is from New York City. So as a 14-year-old, I'd say, "Oh my God, are there big buildings? What is it like there? You think one day I can go there?"
I bet you got your ass kicked a lot.
Yeah.
guys that were just coming up there for the idea to start trouble.
It didn't always bring the best. It did bring sometimes a criminal element. I once heard a police officer tell me the majority of their calls during the day were for Action Park.
Of course. What else is happening?
Hot in the sun,
Show some fights.
people that don't know any restraint.
Trying to start fights with each other, trying to start fights with the riders, pulling the ride attendants into the rides themselves.
We used to call it a code brown. That was
Somebody shit in the pool.
Yeah, everybody calls it Code Brown.
you have to be on vacation to just shit.
I don't think it's an anger thing.
Yeah, I shit in anger. Furious every time I shit.
Drinking factored into objects in Action Park.
There was a big festival
The Polka King's there.
Yeah, we can have a crossover.
like Summerfest, Oktoberfest.
My father was crazy for that kind of stuff. I mean, we had a German brewer, we had a German baker, we had German bands.
And I remember doing a big Polish festival, Irish festival, German festival.
Anything you can put the word fest on the end of it.
As long as it's a white people festival, we can do it.
Gene took this stuff seriously. He went so far as to literally dismantle an entire brewery from Germany
What?
and have it sent to New Jersey.
Send me that brewery.
I mean, there has to be an easier way to do that.
Nope, I want the one from Germany.
Where he later hosted and dancing to polka music.
Just a cool guy.
Now, anyone who worked at Action Park knew Motorworld was for the daytime, and then at some point around 4 or 5 o'clock, the adults would have a little fun in the bar area, and then they'd make their way over to Motorworld
Oh my God.
Drive around a little bit.
Just drunk driving land?
in the middle. You have Waterworld on one side and Motorworld on the other side, with all the racing.
All right, let's get into Motorworld.
And that was usually after they had a few drinks.
Yeah, so whenever there was an accident or anything, you just had to walk up to him and be like, have you been drinking? Like, yeah. All right, get out of here.
5 o'clock, guys would come up, they'd get a bunch of beers in them, they'd go down to Motorworld to drive the cars.
Out of all the rides, my opinion, that's the craziest one because it's not the ride attendant's fault. You know, you can't always tell if someone's been drinking, and if you didn't stink like this, they would never know.
Gene said to me, "You know what we need here? When somebody comes in under 55 seconds, we gotta have these girls in bikinis come running out in a huge champagne bottle that pops the top off and shoots champagne up in the air." And I was laughing when he said it, and I looked at him and he had a straight face.
Yeah.
He's dead serious about everything he says.
Yeah, why would you ever think that guy was kidding?
Get a guess that instead of following the course, we decided he wanted to make his own course. That he would just start driving around on the course, drive off the course.
I watched a guy go off the track and start chasing one of my employees.
Yeah,
Amazing.
of course. You have no structure.
Kind of like a bullfight, trying to make tighter turns than the car could make so the car couldn't run over.
I heard the employees figured out how to override the speed governor so that the go-karts could go as fast as 50 or 60 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
I heard that they would then take those go-karts on the highway that ran through the middle of the park.
How? Yeah, of course.
I took a
Jesus.
It has a top speed of over 60 miles an hour. It was worth it.
Many amusement parks feature bumper boots. Action Park had full-on Miami.
What?
Let's go.
That's actually amazing.
A common action that would send many a guest tumbling into a pond murky from leaked gas and oil. The infested with snakes.
Snakes?
Cool.
Not on a powerboat, and you see some slither out from, like, in the hot grass. Oh, yeah, there were big black snakes.
Oh yeah, a bunch of snakes.
In the swamp, and there must have been 4-foot snakes. Used to scare the hell out of the New Yorkers. The things would
These silly New Yorkers scared of a snake infestation.
If you were a lifeguard in Motorworld, you were being punished for something for the most part. Or you were somebody who didn't know anybody. It was not the place you wanted to be.
I work in secrets.
Just mopping up blood.
Everyone we get 3 times around this pond. This gas, oily pond.
Snake infested pond.
Loaded with dead fish. I remember that. One day, we had a group of people. I think you had about 8 boats going at the same time. And they turn around and they throw a red flag. And this one gentleman is coming
Oh no.
the dock. And he comes up, flies forward, up and over the small dock, and on top of this other boat. I thought this gentleman was decapitated, and I walk over and I see that he's stuck forward and his neck is bleeding.
Jesus.
He's breathing.
Wow.
And I'm shocked and I'm afraid that this guy is going to get his hair pulled into the prop. I remember taking my rod and slamming on top of the boat to get the guy to let go of the throttle for God's sake. And this gentleman who was on top of the boat jumps off the ride and just heads to the monorail like as if he hadn't done anything wrong.
Yeah, there's no rules.
Attractions I've never seen anywhere else. Battle tanks, kind of home-built tanks where you drove around and shot tanks
I need to see him.
each other, and if it hit a target on the tank, it would be disabled.
I got a call down there one time, and one of the guests had gotten hold of one of the gas cans,
What?
and he poured gasoline on his tennis balls and had putting them into the air cannon.
What a psychopath.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't shoot fireballs at people, man. We do have one rule.
Yeah, we didn't think we did, but turns out.
An action park, the most dangerous ride, probably from sheer amount of injury.
Yeah, this is the one that kept, whenever they were showing like the previews for this, they kept showing this ride.
People would get on the chairlift, and this was crazy, but they would actually take the carts that were on their cart and pull them off and throw them off the cart and try to hit people that were coming down the
What?
Man, people were motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, they're really trying to kill each other.
where people were riding the ride. There were sometimes it happened a couple times in a day. It certainly happened a few times a week.
Once they reached the top of the Alpine slide, park goers were greeted with signs bearing bloody photos of the ride's previous victims.
What?
That what they were about to endure was in fact truly dangerous.
Hey, you shouldn't do this.
All right, well, go and do it. You don't tell me what to do.
pushing down on it to go faster. But one thing that I learned was very true. Sleds are often broke.
One of the time, but the Alpine slide was made of fiberglass, concrete, and mostly asbestos.
Whoa.
Track. It's summertime. People are in bathing suits, and they're flying down this path at full speed ahead, and they would just tumble off.
I was ridiculous.
Oh
God
my
damn.
god.
I knew it.
The reason the Alpine slide is so dangerous is because it wasn't designed to keep you on. If you didn't touch your brakes in a couple of key spots, you were going to fly off.
Wow.
Well, put children on there.
Yeah, kids are going to want to use that.
Know how to distribute your weight when you came out of that bank turn. The thing would flip on. And when the thing flipped on you, that's when it started to hurt.
You had kids breaking their collarbones, their skin ripped off.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, you would come back to school in the fall
Yeah, lost that finger.
All these kids bandaged up and he'd walk in the hallways and they were like, Alpine slide, huh? Yeah.
He shows up back in the neighborhood and like he's got a big burn on his thigh and his hip. You assume,
Oh my God.
oh, but did you get actually look like that? He'd have to correct you. He'd have to, oh no, I had surgery.
The area around the slides was just rock.
Why wouldn't it be?
Everything from broken bones to concussions. On an average day, you would have 50 to 100 people.
God, can you imagine?
I mean, have that happen 2 days in a row, and you're like, yeah, I'm not changing anything.
Yeah, just imagine 200 people injured every single day on that one ride.
And you're like, you know what? It's their fault.
And I looked to my side and I saw that the slide that I had been riding on was rolling down the hill next to me. And I was taken to the infirmary.
Which was also the fuck shed.
Satellite looked sort of shed. They took a look at my wound and they told me that they needed to spray some sort of stuff on it so that it would scab over and heal. And then, unlike
80s, baby.
the person who was administering this stuff said to me, "This is gonna hurt."
First aid had this spray. It was a little squeeze bottle with a Windex.
What was it?
Orange solution in which I've been told years later that was alcohol and iodine, and it was an orange color. And they would spray the person with this thing, and from the looks of things, this was the most incredible pain this person ever felt.
What?
One time when we had this bike thing, and this guy was a bodybuilder. I mean, this guy was jacked, and he had friction burns on his arm and his leg, and this guy was in tears. I told him, okay, now we got to do the leg. And he's like, no. Like, dude, this is gonna get infected if we don't spray it. He's like, I don't care. I'd rather have it infected.
Cut this leg off.
Drawn on the floor in the first aid room, and while they were cleaning your slide burns, if you managed to stay, they said over like 2 or 3 years, only 2 people actually stayed in the circle.
What's the prize? A free trip on the Alpine?
There's a pin. There's an action park pin.
Orange spray. It was like an action park battle storm.
Action Park is this litmus test that it was very clear from the time I was 8 or 9 years old. Like, you gotta go there. You gotta come back with some scars. You gotta go take your lumps at Action Park if you really want to be able to kind of grow up and be a young man in this world.
So after a while, the town couldn't dedicate its ambulances to Action Park because, Vernon was a small town.
Yeah, and 200 people a day were getting injured.
Action Park would keep them busy all day long. So there was a meeting, and town said, "Look, you got to buy your own ambulance," and they did. They had either 1 or 2. I think at their height they might have had 2.
Yeah. Who needs more than one?
Admins. One of her jobs, it took her an entire week, 40 hours. She made an Excel spreadsheet of all of the injuries for one season at the park.
Wow.
And it was a lot of dislocated shoulders, broken arms, wrists, slide abrasions from the Alpine slide. It was just a crazy, crazy amount of injuries.
Overworked buttholes.
Yeah. Buddy, that beard, that seemed natural.
Yeah, that was weird.
The state only required that they report, quote, serious injuries. Of course,
Yeah, I was about to say, and that lunatic gets to decide.
but unless you left the park in an ambulance, it was almost certainly not going to be reported.
If the government doesn't require you to report something, there's no way that someone could determine how many injuries occurred on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And if Gene wanted to cover that up, very easy to do.
Bro, you're talking like thousands of people a day?
They are personification of some individual, some tourist world. Walt Disney looked at the world and wanted it to resemble turn-of-the-century America, the hint of fantasy in the Wild West. And thus, you have Disneyland. Gene Bolivill had a vision of a place where there were no rules,
Chaos.
between Ayn Rand and Lord of the Flies.
My father wanted to give people the freedom to control the action, to control
Finally, I have the freedom to break all my bones.
reflected that.
The way things were done in the 80s, it seems to me, created this situation
The way things were done in the 80s. You just mean cocaine?
of not being bridled by a federal or state or local government and trying to keep you from having fun. So
Mulvihill created a business that allowed
Yeah, man, you ruined it for all of us.
at conventional norms and thumb their nose at people who worried about danger. And they put themselves in the teeth of a dangerous situation.
And while regulators may have been tough on other amusement parks, Gene had friends in high places.
Attaboy, Gene.
Suffered virtually no fines or citations.
Tip-top shape.
Thank you, Ronald Reagan. Your legacy is intact.
This environment, the action park is allowed to flourish.
Turns out the king was friends with
Ah,
God, of course.
of course. Why wouldn't it?
Trump was actually very close to investing in action parks.
Of course he was.
But his check bounced.
When he saw Gene's vision, he realized it was too wild, too nuts, even for him.
Trump found Gene's vision too unhinged. Good for Gene.
Action park? Well, Gene would refuse to settle. He'd force you to trial.
That is a Trump move.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Trial is long and painful as possible.
His philosophy was, we fight every case, we settle it, we bring it all the way to trial, and we won 93%.
Did that put you out of business?
Around he wouldn't settle, and most lawyers thought it too much trouble to even try. Even if he went to trial and won, Gene would simply refuse to pay, unless he sent the U.S. Marshals to his door to collect, something that happened on more than one occasion.
Wow.
The U.S. Marshals, the first time they showed up, they sorted in the ticket booth
Did he put up a sign that said U.S. Marshals not allowed?
Yep.
and asked them to please not shoot me. After the first time, they would just come and knock on my office and say, yeah, we're here. And then we go to the general manager's office and take care of it.
Cool guy.
Action Park was a product of its time. It was like an 80s movie, an era of latchkey kids going on adventures, far from the worried eyes of attentive parents.
That was probably the last decade of unsupervised fun for kids.
There was no cell phones. You know, it's like you wanted to hang out with your buddy, you called him up, and you went over to his house and met him. You know, whoever house you were at lunchtime, that's who fed you.
We were all kids that climbed trees. We didn't come home until after 8 o'clock. Our parents weren't even looking for us. The 80s were about outdoing each other, about keeping up. The 80s were not about, how are you feeling? Are you afraid to do this?
Like, we would try to die for fun. We would try to die for fun. When I was in high school, I've been in at least 6 different abandoned mental hospitals for fun like that. No joke. In high school, you could show up to school on Monday and turn around and be like, hey, what'd you do this weekend? And your buddy could look at you and be like, oh yeah, we went and broke into the abandoned mental hospital and we went in the tunnels underneath. Turned out there was some fucking skinheads down there.
Yeah.
They came at us, so we beat up a Nazi and we went to a diner. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I went and visited my cousin in Freehold. And those were like both totally standard things to say. You know, I can remember being 14, 15 years old, and we lived about 50 miles from Action Park. I can remember a bunch of us, unbeknownst to our parents, jumping on our bicycles and riding to Action Park, spending the day there, and then riding our bicycles back. Parents never know. I would beat my kid's ass right from there.
And I'm the first one to go down the loop-de-loop slide.
Yeah.
Looking back on Action Park and grown-up eyes, Gene wanted to make sure everybody was having a good time. And it probably wasn't the best
Oh, it's a terrible idea.
you know,
Wasn't.
you control
Wasn't a good idea.
place where kids were in charge. It was scary, it was dangerous.
Hello.
An amusement park is designed to look like a kind of place that it isn't. It's meant to look dangerous, but it isn't. It's part of this is baked into the story. And you're told that from when you're very young. Go on the thrill ride. It's a thrill, but it's not really going to fall apart. It's not really going to kill you.
But
But Action Park was truly dangerous.
If the ride goes right, you get hurt.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly became a competition between friends to see who could push it a little bit more versus a little bit more. And then if you got hurt, if it wasn't serious, it was almost like a battle scar.
Yeah, nothing says not serious like a battle scar.
Of Action Park is that you can go there expecting a great time, expecting fantastic memories, and you can leave with those exact things,
And,
or you can leave in a body bag, and you didn't know which of
so how many people died?
Yeah, let's get to that part.
I would say probably the most pleasant wave ride. Actually, the Kayak Experience.
Just got people kayaking.
The one where someone was electrocuted to death.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Underwater fans that would help push the water and created rapids like you were kayaking. And somebody flipped out of one of their kayaks, and one of these fans short-circuited, and they either touched it or were close enough to it, and they
Oh my God.
All right, we got there.
intelligence doesn't begin to even capture that particular depth. Underground electricity in a water pump. That's the kayak experience. The kayak experience.
Wow.
I knew better than to go on any rides in Action Park. I saw people get hurt on every ride in the park, and I was like, I don't want to be part of this.
Yeah.
I had a stack of comp passes to give out to people that was probably 6 inches thick. There were hundreds of them, so if something went wrong, something else was stolen, I would give them complimentary passes. I never gave one to a friend. People got hurt there.
Dude, quit that job.
And there'd be somebody like a wave artist on that thing, with the backboard and the neck brace and the pads on the sides of their head. And you'd talk to the first aid guy, and oh yeah, he got medevac to Morristown. He had a fractured vertebrae in his neck from hitting his head. I'm like, holy shit, are you kidding?
No.
And that's when I started to realize, it's like, this place is dangerous.
When I think back to the wave pool, I remember being excited to go in, and even as a young kid walking up to it, oh, no fucking way. This is nuts.
I remember this from the podcast. The wave pool was insane.
In a wave pool that was far too violent.
If you go to the beach, that water is buoyant. So when the waves come in, you go up, and when the waves go down, you go down. But a freshwater pool doesn't do that.
We'd often have people who would jump into the water that didn't know how to swim. I can't tell you how many times someone would come up to me and say, "Sir, how deep is that water?" And I wouldn't even tell them how many feet. I said, "It's over your head." I'd turn around and they would jump in.
When people got to shoulder height depth, we call that area the death zone.
Whoa.
Damn, just shoulder height.
They grab everybody and anybody around them. I've seen literally families of
I've seen whole families drown.
Wow.
each other down.
The grave pool.
They couldn't relax for a second. To bring a new lifeguard in, they'd be assigned to the death chair,
Oh my God. How quick do you quit that job?
the death zone.
You go to the death chair and the grave pool and check out the death zone.
Chair, that new lifeguard would stay 3 to 4 to 5 feet. People thought that drowning at the Action Park wave pool was part of the ride, part of the experience. They expected to drown at
You bunch of dummies.
Yeah, it's where you drown.
Lifeguards at the wave pool had their hands full. The water was murky enough that bodies often couldn't be spotted below the surface.
Perfect.
A mixture of muddy runoff from a nearby hill, human waste,
Shit.
suntan lotion, and gore from open.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons they used to stop the thing every so many minutes, so they could scan the bottom and make sure there wasn't any bodies there that they had missed.
That many people died?
Great job, but it was hard to see. And this guy went down, and by the time they found him, it was too late.
Oh, just one. Still.
When you're a kid, I think you can separate yourself from it because I didn't work in that department. I thought that's somebody else's responsibility.
The dead guy.
But it was a common occurrence. I don't know how many people died in that
I want to know.
one person.
The fact
Wow.
that one person died in the wave pool. Who's that second son of a bitch?
Whoa.
He bleeds for. Nobody should ever be the second
So many people.
First person dies in a wave pool. Close the fucking wave pool. Put up a fucking sign or something, man.
It was a place where death was tolerated.
That's such a tense line.
Right into the number situation. Oh, we've only had this many die. One is too many.
Yeah. Especially for a theme park.
Yeah, it's a park.
My firstborn,
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh, is it your? Okay, now I get you.
but he was delivered right after midnight. So he wasn't the Christmas baby. We were just so thrilled to have him. Just to look at his little face.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed out right now.
Months later, we had our second child, Brian.
My brother and I were basically raised as twins. My dad would actually say that we were twins so we could play on the same football team. We did everything together. Didn't matter what we did. We were like the kids on the same team.
George was very, very popular. He had many, many friends.
My brother George was a handsome guy. My brother George felt like
Look just like you, huh?
the whole family thought my brother was handsome. Because how strong we were. On July 8th, 1980,
Yeah, that's what being in high school is just feeling like you're invincible.
He wanted to go action. So I loaned him the money in the afternoon, and a friend of his went over there to meet him. And they were just going to have fun that day.
he goes to
Oh no.
and he's going down the hillside, and the cart brake, I don't believe was working, and he went off the track and flipping down the hillside and into some rocks.
Jesus.
On rocks.
And it killed him. Fuck.
Well, I'll never forget it. I was sitting at home. I was looking forward to watching a movie. They said, your son has been injured. He's in the trauma center. And they told me that what I had to do was get a neighbor or somebody to bring me because my husband was on a sales call that night.
My dad got the phone call about my brother being hurt. Stopped working immediately. I went to go see my brother.
I just didn't think it was any big deal because he was so athletic.
Yeah, well,
I thought scrapes or bumps or just something.
no.
But I had no idea how awful it was.
Yeah.
When we got to
Yeah, right. And you gotta be like, wait, you were on a slide, you say?
another hospital, and I saw the bed that he had been in. There was blood all over the floor,
Oh yeah.
everything.
When I first saw my brother, I knew he was hurt bad. I just knew real bad. They were checking for brainwaves to see if he still had brainwaves. And not only once,
Yeah, that's tough, man.
to make sure to see if he's with it or not with it.
There was no sign that he was going to wake up, and we just kept talking to him. Dr. Hauser, who is my brother-in-law,
Doogie?
came in from Connecticut just to be with us.
Was Doogie Howser your doctor?
Thoroughly, Tim, and he said,
On July 16th,
Now tell me how the owner refused to settle.
Yeah.
I remember that moment very, very well. I went out to the waiting room, and my husband was with me. We told our other children that he had died.
Can you imagine running a park where kids died regularly?
Always screaming.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever 50 people, like, on the low side, hurt themselves on one slide, the fact that slide is still open, like, even that afternoon.
Crazy.
On the way, I hate to say,
Better yet, just open forever. Just.
to the hospital. We walked across the street, and I deliberately walked out in front of the truck.
Oh, that's tough, lady.
And at that point, my husband pulled me back, and he just screamed at me, "What were you thinking?" I was thinking I couldn't live with that kind of pain.
Yeah.
It just hurt so much.
Oh, that's tough.
Here, 39 years later, I can still feel that pain.
my brother George was supposed to be best man at my wedding. My wedding was going to be July 20th. He died on the 16th.
Whoa.
And I had to have my other brother as best man, and everything was
Gene Mulvihill never called us and never called the hospital.
course.
Yeah, you don't give a shit.
He cared about himself and the almighty
Yeah, what a motherfucker, dude.
Of George Larson's death. The spokesperson for the park claims that the Alpine ride didn't kill him, that the rock his head hit killed him, and therefore the Alpine ride was safe.
What?
The newspapers were told that George Larson was an employee, that this happened at night, that it was raining. He wasn't an employee, it wasn't at night, and it wasn't raining.
Wow.
While Larson worked as a lift operator at the park's sister ski resort during a prior season, he never worked at Action Park, and indeed entered the park during normal business hours. One likely reason for the lie? The park never reported his death to the state, dubiously claiming they didn't need to because he wasn't part of the general public.
Yeah, see, that's that kind of shit.
The state of New Jersey told them that they could not open for the 4th of July. And they wanted to open for the 4th of July, but they never removed the rocks that they were told to remove. And when my son went on that ride, the car flipped him off and his head hit the rocks. The newspapers were taking Gene Mulvihill's side. They believed
That's why I always get annoyed with that whole, like, personal responsibility argument. It's like, how would that kid have known?
Yeah.
insurance in the Cayman Islands. Fake. It was fake.
Anyone dismissing Clark is not proper insurance is going to walk away with not a whole lot of money. That's the bottom line.
We never even got to go to court because we were told by our attorney that a teenager isn't worth much money. He's a liability to the family.
Damn.
And you can't expect to settle for very much money.
What?
We eventually settled for $100,000.
Oh my God.
Man, that was a bummer.
George Larson's death happened in 1980.
The park survived for 12 more years.
To lose his life in the park, but he would not be the last.
Yeah, I know. You've already told us about other people.
In July 1980,
George Lopez died. His first life died there.
15.
a week later, the 27-year-old man from Long Island was electrocuted on the Kayak Center. In 1984, the guest drowned in the Roaring Springs area.
Wow.
And in 1987, the wave pool claimed yet another life.
Man.
The thing about Action Park is Action Park becomes a huge part of the local economy. And if Action Park creates revenue, tax-wise, creates revenue for
Of course.
when people come in,
Hey, this child murdering factory is bringing in a lot of money for the community, Chase.
Yeah. I do love the community.
How many hundreds of people had jobs between like the lifeguard, concession stand, ticket takers, janitors, support staff, like a few hundred jobs for your town. I would think there might have been a town council member to look the other way to keep the money false and turned on.
Some of the town officials were clearly on Gene's payroll, absolutely. They worked in his restaurants and his bars. They worked at Action Park. Their children worked for the resort. There were elected officials that he bought homes for. That there are local town officials, chairpersons of our planning boards, our zoning boards, who had free memberships to the spa, free season passes, and that type of thing. It's not always about being on the payroll. I think it was always about
Those perks, baby.
and he played that. And
That's why I got to kill people.
He was a murderer.
Gene was so much larger in life than you can imagine, and there's things about Gene that I will not tell anybody, and we'll just leave it at that.
when I went back to work for
You coward.
after years away, the first thing he said to
How are you protecting that man? He's horrible.
Yeah, seriously.
you know where all the bodies are buried.
Yeah.
I think that the people in Vernon turned a blind eye to it. They didn't want to know anything negative about it. I think they thought that there would be repercussions from Gene Mulvihill,
What?
or that Gene Mulvihill was telling the truth. He's a very good liar.
I think he made that very
It's also the 1980s. There's like no way of checking stuff. You just
Let me put it this way. When I
just take everybody for their word.
newspaper as its editor, because of Gene contacting my boss, my publisher, he told me point blank in a phone conversation that he was threatened by the local officials that if he didn't go to my boss and get me fired, they were not going to approve his projects anymore.
Now you're telling me you're not finished with me. You stay, Gene. Always stay. Tell me you won't stay. Come on. Look, I'm not going to say anything because you know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Not mention it. Come on, Gene. I don't. He was being coy with you. Well, I can only tell you what I remember. And what I remember is that the rap on you was that you were, one, anti-business, and you, two, you told you initiated but him in the hall. And he was furious. He was furious about that. And I can also see where people think that I control politics.
I can see that. I've murdered, more children than a Freddy Krueger movie, so
And nothing has happened to me.
I have heard a lot of stories that Gene was involved with mob associates.
yeah, that makes sense.
Around 1990,
He clearly was doing a lot of drugs.
a lawsuit for defamation and wrongful discharge. And I
And your car blew up?
came to the deposition, and every answer to every question was, I don't recall, I don't remember. He didn't answer one single question.
Yeah.
And I was so upset with him that as we were leaving that deposition, I'll never forget what I said to him. I said, Eugene are low life. I said, I don't care how much money you have in this lifetime. You are low life for what you did to me here today.
Also the deaths of the children.
By the mid-1990s, things began to change.
It was still happening in 1990s?
Oh yeah, baby.
Attendance dropped, and Gene found it harder to move money around to cover the bills. The park hit another turning point when Gene's friend, Bob Brennan, finally faced a record with the SEC. After years,
Took his helicopter, huh?
Yeah.
soon after that, Brennan was found guilty
Let me watch him cry.
of bankruptcy fraud, landing him in prison for almost 10 years, meaning Gene's never-ending spigot of cash dried up as well. Before long, Action Park's parent company had to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, time to go.
The park shut its gates at the end of the 1996 summer season.
96.
It became clear that it would be its last.
I think it ran its course. I think, like anything else, people grew wise to it, and people grew weary of it, and people moved on from it. Plus, the whole legal environment did a 180.
Killer fun raises concerns.
Time to close, it was not the Wild West anymore.
The people's mindset changed. They weren't willing to take the unbridled risks
Yeah, because why would you?
the way it was in the 80s. That just wasn't acceptable anymore. Its time came and went.
Good. That place never should have existed.
In 1998, Action Park was purchased by resort giant Intrawest, the multinational corporation behind Whistler Mountain. The new owners stripped out most of the park's attractions and renamed it Mountain Creek. Gone were the looping tubes and fireball shooting tanks. Without Gene's vision leading the way, it became a generic regional water park.
Isn't that nice?
Good.
As we knew it, was gone.
Nothing wrong with the regional water park, is there, Chase?
Where else am I going to break my collarbone?
house, and my husband George said to me, Esther, get out the best bottle of red wine you have. We're going to celebrate. And I said, what are we going to celebrate? And he said, Gene Mulvihill died. And we did. It's the only person that we celebrated his death.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll celebrate his death
Yeah, me
tonight.
too. Fuck that guy. Let's
Yeah.
go piss on his grave.
Yeah.
I would say in the last 4 or 5 years of his life, we became very close.
Who are you talking?
Talked to him all the time. And I learned about a different Gene, a very generous, a very benevolent Gene. I am not glorifying
I
Gene.
was about to say, what are you doing?
I am not telling you that he was a good, decent, honorable.
Clearly not.
But I did see a side to Gene Mulville that was different from what I had always thought about him. Was he a villain or a victor? I think he was both.
No, I think he was a villain.
Oh, villain.
Yeah.
On what he could do and what he could get away with.
Yeah, just because, like, someone does some nice things doesn't mean they didn't kill people.
Also, what was the nice thing?
Yeah. He must have just given her some money or something.
Because he does what a lot of people wish they could do. A lot of people wish they could ignore the law. A lot of people wish they could ignore rules. Gene actually did that.
The spirit of Action Park lives on today in the Fire Festival in Theranos and all.
This was bullshit, man. He gave him a cheese sandwich. Gene gave you everything he fucking promised you. He said,
That's right.
whatever the fuck you feel like, you might get hurt, and you probably had a shit ton of fun. It was what it said it was. It's fucked up.
Even though I was scared to do those rides, I fucking did them. There's also a part of me that's like, you can't do them. Fucking get out of Jersey.
Yeah, it is also just the Jersey angle.
2010, just 2 years before his death, Gene Mulvihill led a group of investors to take back control of the park he had founded decades earlier. In 2014, Gene's son, Andy, revived the Action Park name to cash in on a growing sense of nostalgia for the original park.
What?
The following year, the park announced its intention to build an updated version of the Cannonball Loop called the Sky Tower.
All right.
Oh,
That ride was never built.
yes.
In 2018, the resort, once again called Mountain Creek, was acquired by Vernon native and one-time teenage Action Park employee, Joe Esham.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
You bought the park, huh, bud?
Never grew up.
Vernon. It was gonna be Vegas.
Back in Action Park these days, I think everybody romanticizes a little bit.
Clearly.
I remember enough about working at Action Park to remember that everybody that worked there hated it when they were there, but they always came back, and we always kept the friends that we made while we were there. It's an 80s movie that was real life, and it's something that'll never happen again.
I hold it so dear in my heart. I'm so glad that I got to go there. I wear this point of pride. That being said, I think back to the fact that I was a child, and I think about the things that I saw and that I participated in. And even at the age of 39, to no small degree, does scare me. That was happening, that was about to happen.
Yeah.
That life could be happening. I look back as it was a positive thing. You know, be able to, I don't know, make your own decisions on how ambitious or how adventurous you want to be, and live with the consequences.
You are dying with the consequences. Don't forget about dying with the consequences.
And I think we're more fearful. Rightfully so. I think our parents should have been more afraid, right? I think everybody in this room would say, my parents should have known what I was doing on this day or that day.
We live in an era when kids don't really go outside as much. When they do go outside, people are
Me and Chase went outside today. Granted, we're not kids.
And I wasn't scared.
Nah.
going to action. We look back at our childhood was carefree. We didn't have jobs. We didn't have to answer to anybody. We could do what we wanted, right?
We broke both our collarbones.
Remember this hidden version of this. We could do whatever we wanted.
Got an infected leg.
For Action Park, nostalgic for childhood, nostalgic for freedom, and nostalgic for being hurt, and nostalgic for everything else.
When you talk to other people who went there, there's a certain shared level of sort of survivor's respect.
Yeah, but is that a good thing?
It's a fun thing.
Basic level. Do you think the way you grew up was healthy for a kid? They'll say no. We laugh about it, because what else are we going to do?
Right.
But we don't think it was healthy. And most people understand, like, no, it's really, you were swimming in pools and lifeguards weren't paying attention. You were going on rides that were poorly designed, that people got hurt on all the time. And we felt like we were on our own. We felt like the world was an unsafe place. But it's what we got, so fuck you.
Jersey, baby.
Jersey, baby.
Oh my God.
That we were able to grow up the way we did, and simultaneously
It's just in a graveyard.
so furious that we had to grow up.
Show me his grave. Yeah.
A lot of kids who grew up in the 80s,
Oh, wait. Wrong grave.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
when they got a couple drinks in them, it's about how fucked up and funny it is. But when they're with their shit, it's just about how fucked up it was. But a lot of things were. A lot of things were back then.
Whew. Wow.
I mean, I like that. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was a great documentary. I guess, yeah, you know, and it was interesting to watch everybody just kind of come to terms with what it was. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
Things were so different back then.
Yeah, they really were. I guess it's, yeah. I mean, they were different enough that, you know, a number of people could die at this theme park, and it wasn't, you know, there wasn't protesters for it to be shut down or
Yeah.
anything.
No, I didn't see one protest in there.
No.
It went out of business just like naturally. Just
Yeah.
dude goes to jail, so there's the money, it's gone, and then just the rest of the world had already broken bones there and was like, I'm never going back. And
Yeah, my doctor says I can't anymore.
yeah, and so you know, it just had its run. It wasn't shut down for the safety of the town or anything.
That is just incredible. Man, what a time to grow up. Like, you know, we grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember in, like, my childhood, I grew up kind of in the middle of nowhere, and there was a lot of that just, like, being unsupervised. And I grew up around a lot of woods, so it was a lot of, like, me and my friends just going to the woods and having adventures in the woods. But nothing like that. You know what I mean?
No, each generation was, you know, a little crazier than the one before.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, that's the word,
Or the one
baby
after.
bird. We did it. Yeah, we made it through. Thank you guys for checking this out. Subscribe. Check out other videos. I have a Patreon, which is kind of a cool deal because it's $1 to join, and at the end of every month, I give half of the Patreon earnings back to a random patron, and then 25% goes to a charity. Also, check out Buckets of Ducats with this Chase's podcast.
Yeah.
I hype it all the time. It's hilarious. The last episode, which I think will still be the last episode by the time I put this one up. What was the name of the last episode, Chase?
It was called The Tale of Earl and His Cool Ass Jeans.
That one is hilarious. Chase tells an amazing story about not understanding what the word dildo meant and using it all the time.
It's one of my best stories. People have been hitting me up about it.
I kind of can't believe you don't do it on stage.
I mean, I might end
You
up
have
now
to, I
because it
think.
got such a reaction.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, and it was just when you were telling it on the podcast, it just felt so punched up too. So funny. All right, well, thanks guys. Like, subscribe, print out photos of us with your printer and kiss them. Thank you so much, you dirty docu-commentarians. Love you. Goodbye.
bye.